Hello, welcome. So, Milton Valley Railroad, that's what I was going to do today, if I recall correctly. Right, so, now that that's out of the way, hello Kango Fango, bonjour mademoiselle, hey, hello, yes. So, I'll quickly switch over. There we go. Stream title, MVR. Yes, it's the MVR. MVR. Yes, indeed. Curiously, without a dot after the R. Well, it's got exclamation marks. It doesn't need a dot. Also, I never said mademoiselle. You never did, but I did. True. Yes. True indeed. Hello, Willis. 1961. Yes, that was the number. 1961. How are you? Here we are. Right, now I will measure this out. Just 1 second. Actually, I will have to switch it back. Doing fine. Good. I'll switch it back to Imperial. So let's see. How far is that? Actually, that is already 8 feet. From the center line over to there, that's already 8 feet. If I go from here over to the edge, that is 7.7 feet. About 7.7 feet. So, even though it looks really close, it's actually almost the right number, because Robert Bennett sent some very nice comments again about the dimensions, where how far away things have to be, like according to regulations and things like that, and that the usual standard clearance is 8 feet. So from the middle point over to the side, right? It was the middle point, right, or was it from the edge? I think it was the middle point, the center point of the track. How tall is it? Let's see. From the center line, yes. Let's see, that is how many feet? 5, 10, 20. Okay, so it's 19 feet. So it is a little bit lower. I want to have another look at the well cars. Because apparently there are different loads. Oh, so it's the HC are the tall ones, then, I'm guessing. Yes, the HC ones are the tall ones. However, there does still have a few millimeters clearance there. If you just look up there, you can see if I just go here, you can see that actually there are still a few millimeters clearance. It's a bit difficult to get the camera in the right position because it's such a small space. But if you look here, you can see, there we go. Look at that. If I zoom in here, you can see there are actually a few millimeters millimeter gap, so it still fits. Not sure if it'll still fit the tunnels though, but hey, maybe we won't use the high cube ones. Good to hear. Ooh, overpass time. Nice. Yes. From the center line. High cube containers are taller. Wow, but if the cars are rocking side to side at all, you're in trouble. Yes, I know. Precision, the quality of being precise. Rocking. Yes, the thing from the train simulator trailer. True. But at the moment, it's already quite high. I mean, maybe I can just put it a little tiny bit higher. Just a tiny bit. How tall is this at the moment? Okay. Well, how about 13.5 instead of 4.1? How would that look? That is the vertex height, yes? Yes. I shouldn't have deleted the car because I was using it as a measure of sorts. Well, that actually fits better with the height that I've set the supports at as well. Oops, don't I do that? Yeah, now you can see there's just a little bit extra space there. Just a little bit more. Probably still not enough to be realistic, but I don't really want to have this bridge much higher because the embankment's already really quite steep. I'd have to push it back a bit. Although that surprisingly still fits to the height of the embankment there. That's nice. I think that I am going to leave the overpass like this. I was actually thinking about removing the middle ones, even before the comment. Like having it like so. One second. Maybe having them split a little bit so that there's a little bit more of a gap in between them, and that might look better. Although, yeah, there are quite a few, aren't they? Would it look better like this? And then if I moved these ones over slightly, just to give a little bit more space. Just sort of like that. And then we can move those over. I think that looks a bit more realistic. What do you think, people who are watching? Okay, and yeah, that's definitely far enough away now. I think that looks a bit better. Also, I will see if I can get hold of that book, because that does seem really fascinating. I haven't had a chance to look into it yet much, but it does look very fascinating. Right, is that aligned properly? Not quite. This one needs to, well, it needs to go over a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Like that, perhaps. Yeah, that looks good. And then let's apply the terrain height to this spline again. Like that. And then what would it look like if I did it to the bottom again? Yeah, I'll have to do that manually. Maybe I'll actually put the embankment spline there as well. to TS 2017 trailer. Yes. Pull up to the station. Brake. Not too much brake. Ease up on the brake and stop. Wait. Why ease up on the brake if it's not too much brake? Open doors, close doors, and drive off. We are rail fans. Yes. Yeah, sure. But the thing is, rail fans wouldn't be impressed by that, because it's just a normal operation of pulling a train into a station. It's only those who are not rail fans and not familiar with it might be impressed by saying, oh, and no, not too much brake, just enough brake. Okay, now a little bit more. Okay, open the doors, wait. Okay, now close the door, and okay, brake off and get it. Only people are not used to that, perhaps. So we are rail fans kind of didn't have anything against the 2 extra supports, but it's alright. Okay, the embankment is close enough that you could do without the outside supports. I know, but I like the look of it. Although, well, just to be fair, let's have a look. Let's have a look what it would look like without that. Would that look better? Actually, yeah, it would look better. Why are your suggestions always good, Willis? You've had some great suggestions on Kango's stream, and now you're here giving me great suggestions. What does that look like? Would that look better? That will probably look better. Let's see. It's a bit difficult to center it. Also, I'll have to change the height of the embankment a bit because, well, that it's floating at the moment. No, I like that. I think that looks good. Should I ask what was fascinating? The book that was suggested to me in the comment. A book about US railroads and why they do certain things and how they do certain things, which is aimed at model railway builders. However, it was suggested that that might also be useful for building stuff in trains, which would absolutely be true. And I am going to have a look, see if I can find a copy. Missed it, sorry. Turn that one perpendicular to the upper track. Oh, you mean this one? The one that I already turned perpendicular to the upper track. Looks better on that side. Spent too much time as a kid sitting beside the tracks watching trains. I see. Yeah, I agree with that. Really great suggestions on Kango's stream. That's nice. Track planning for realistic operations. Shadows, yes. You're right about that. That's why that's why they showed it like that. They've shown an inside time-lapse shot of London King's Cross, I think, and the narrator's saying that everyone uses the train every day to, e.g., commute to work, etc. But that's much more of the job than one might think. But that there's much more. Yeah, I see. Sure is. Right, by John Armstrong. Interesting. Nice. Why is the bitrate so low on that? Hold on. I'll quickly have a look in OBS, because that doesn't look right. I may have to restart the stream. 1 second. Ooh, that's red. I'm just gonna watch it for a moment to see if it... I mean, is it only now? Is it only just now? The so blurry? Or has it been blurry the entire stream? No, it's still red down there, the other upload speed. Yeah, quality's a bit choppy. Does look a bit out of focus. Yeah, it's better now. Blurry during the stream. The entire stream, mostly when you've moved the camera around. That is an indication that the internet isn't doing great at the moment. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to try turning the internet off and on again, at least my connection, and then restarting the stream. That should help. Probably. Because if it's been that way for the whole stream... Okay, I will see you in probably about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, around there. I'm going to turn the internet off and on again, and then I'll be back. So, until then, you can think up witty remarks. Bye. Until a few minutes. Hello. Hello, we're back. Restarted it. Took a little while longer than I had expected to come back on. But that's okay. And the upload speed looks great. So hopefully it should look a bit more clearer now. Let's give it another try, shall we? Right. Alright, bye. Yes. We're back? It still says offline here. Oh! Phew. Yes, better. Great. That's good. It is better. Nice. Witty remark number 1. The wooden table, painted faded blue, seemed to be slightly doused in an aura of suspiciousness. However, this had soon receded when drops of artificially manufactured honey began to drip onto it from above. Witty remark 2. The creature's nose twitched around wildly. It started to emit a gruff, squeaking, grunting sound, implying the creature's befuddlement on not knowing where the nearest chestnut tree was. Yes, very witty remarks there. Great. Okay, so this retaining wall doesn't work. Let's search for embankment. Maybe there's a bit of a better thing called a bit of a better wall for embankments. Let's have a look. We shall have a look. Cheers, Paradise. Oh, where? Yes, where everybody I know. Yeah. Exactly. Stream looks much better now. Yes. I'm glad that I noticed that. You should have told me. Then I would have noticed it sooner. Probably not that. There's enough space to do it with terrain, I think. Yeah, stream's much better now. Nice pink, Willis. For me. Well, for me, I still same dark, nice green. I thought it was me. Yeah. Well, I thought the quality would improve eventually. And it has. I think we do need a retaining wall. FMA retaining walls. I think these ones are the ones that I'm... Actually, this one might work a bit better. I've got the texture resolutions lower a bit, so as to prevent lag. One of these might work. Actually, that one looks quite nice. Let's see if that one works a bit better than this one, because this one's got the 3D pillars, so that's why it won't go around the corner, basically. Fair point. Bridge abutment. Right, I might search for that when if this doesn't work. Actually, no, this one will not work because it's got the 1 second. I just want to look through these ones. No, these all have the... I didn't spot that. They all have the... Actually, no, they don't. It's just because it wasn't straightened. That I see, because it's following the terrain. Like this, it works. Although that's a bit too short. Are they all that height? I think they might all be that height. That almost turned into the da 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 dum 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 from Thomas and Friends. What was it from? Great Waterton, I think. No. Magic Railroad, maybe? I don't know. Don't remember. Nah. Also, if anyone's watching this, Slovak Eagle has started development, along with some other people, of a mini version of their huge Central Europe map. Because originally their map was designed for, well, it started out as a small-ish multiplayer map where they could basically drive around fictional Europe and in multiplayer and enjoy themselves. Now that project spiraled a lot and became this huge map that's now already got over 200 kilometers worth of track, and it is no end in sight. So they started work on a mini version of it, which is supposed to fulfill the original vision. And Slovak Eagle's been streaming a bit of development on that for the past 2 days, and it's actually really fun. So yeah, there you go. An extra shout out. Now let's have a look at abutment. Abutment, 1 track. That might work. That might be exactly the thing I was looking for. It's got the right height. It looks a bit too clean, but I might be able to do something about that later. That one looks a bit dirtier. I think that one will look better. That's 2 tracks. Well, what about this one? No, that's not good. Also, it looks like it can't. Oh no, there we go. No. I think I'm going to try the abutment because this one has the very broad ballast, which I think would work. I think there's enough space for this to work. But I'm going to put it to the side in case I do want to use it. But I'm going to try the abutment. There may also be other abutment splines on the DLS, but I have yet to check. Oh, is that going to be wide enough for this track? Ooh, only just. Only just. And if I do end up going with this one, I will probably also change it out on the other side so that they both match. And I have to kind of put it there for the ballast to work, for the ballast to work properly, so it won't poke through. I'm hearing swallows outside, and it's very, very nice. Oh, I can see them! 3 of them just raced past. 3 swallows. Swallows always make me feel like summer. I like hearing them. Wait, is there a... Oh, there is a spline down there already. Is that one that I haven't deleted then? It probably is. Yes, there we go. Fair point. Yes. It was Thomas and the Magic Railroad, yes. Using Thomas, yeah. Really Useful Engine, the song's called. Oh yes, the AJS ones are good. Is it an African or European swallow? Ha ha ha. Yes, the Monty Python reference. I get it. I get it. Get it, UK. No, wait. That's a different thing. I think I'll probably have to make this have a bit more distance in order to get the abutment down properly. Maybe like that-ish? I like it better with... I think I like it better with it being a little bit lower, actually, so that it's the ballast is more kind of filling out the whatever it's called, the center bit of the abutment. Like that. That all looks good. That looks goodish. Where was the other, the spline point? There we go, there's the next spline point. Let's actually move that down a little bit as well. And then I think there was another one, of course, at the end. I think that looks good. Oh, right, I need to fix this. Lost the end of your guard track on the bridge. That's actually just what I said. Not said, noted. Let's see, is there a... Because this is on a curve, I would like to have... Okay, I think I'll have to use this spline. Maybe it'll look good having another spline point in there, and maybe it won't mess up the curve. 4 seconds later. No, please let me undo the curve, the curve! Let's see, if I place that there, that's good, that is good, that is good. That, and then... Nope, that's the wrong one. Like that. Let's straighten that bit maybe as well. Let's move this over a bit like that. Perhaps. What about the grade? Oh, actually the grade looks okay. There we go. Still looks a bit tight, but yeah, that looks quite tight. Maybe I can change the angle on this a little bit. Ah, it's back. It seems to be back though. It's gone for me too. Wait, streams? Yes. Let's wait a minute. Got some horrible buffering and then it looked like it crashed. Yeah. Hey, we're back. We back. Yes, apparently the internet isn't too great, isn't too good here at the moment. You're right now, Willis 1961. Ah, gotcha. Good. So let's place the mountain class again. This one. Because I want to have another look at the wheels and see how the flanges are doing, which is a bit difficult with this camera because it's so sensitive. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad. Okay. Even though it looks like it's very, very, very steep, it is very, very sharp, but it's okay. Ah, yes, and these are the Eagle County ones. I remember these ones. Anyway, right, so I may need to realign the supports. Yes, I will need to realign the supports. There we are. Looks good. And this other one, oh, of course, that needs to be realigned as well. A little bit too much. That looks good. And this over here is also good. I think I will probably use the other embankment, the other spline here, just so that the two fit. even though this looks good and I like the weathered look of this, I think it will look better if these two actually match. Looks like a little bit of an S curve up there, but it's not, it's just the slope. And actually, if we're doing that, then... Actually, no. I was about to say that we could actually get rid of a bit of the terrain work here for the embankment. But maybe we'll keep it. Because after all, we do have the space for it here. Like that. There we go. Maybe move this one a little tiny bit right. Just like that, and then maybe this one a little bit left as well. Just sort of like this. There we go. You're right now, yes. Gotcha. He's a brave man of the Mediterranean. His eyes are full of strength, opposing evil in great depth and breadth. He's a divine hero of ancient Greece. It's Technicles. Well, technically it isn't, because he's not a character that... but maybe it could be him. It could be him. There we go. Actually, I'd like to take a locomotive over that. I'd like to take a locomotive over that. So... Actually, where's the closest train? Well, we've got one over here. With hoppers, grain hoppers. Let's try that. I will actually switch over the... Yes, oh, has it frozen? I think I might have frozen it accidentally. Yes. Okay. I will switch over the sound quickly so that you can actually hear it, because I haven't done that yet. Just a moment. Sorry if I get a bit too verbose on my YouTube archive comments. No, I appreciate them. They're great. I keep a notebook of standards that I use when modeling with lists of things like curve radii, turnout numbers, and it's checking, of course. And what was I? Radii, turnout numbers, and clearance for main lines, branch lines, etc. yards, branch lines, sidings, yards, industrial areas, etc. When I see you have questions during an archive, I pull it out and get carried away sharing info I've collected over the years. No, it's very useful. No, I like them. Okay, it's just scanning a bit, so yeah. Sometimes with TRS-19, if you save when you haven't changed anything, so what, like a thing that like you save and then you wait, talk for a bit, and then you're not quite sure if you save and you save again, sometimes it can just freeze. It would take about maybe a quarter of an hour, and then a message would come up saying you've not got enough disk space to save, when actually, no, you do, probably, but it's just a bug. It's just a bug. Sometimes it also happens even if you do just a little change, so it can also happen, or if you did something and undid something, it can also happen, so, yeah. It shouldn't take too long. I got the idea of making the list. Oh, it's back. Ah, there we are. Yeah, the upload speed dropped to 0 again. Right. Which is fun. Well, it's not really, but it's well, it's not really fun per se. Right. Let's see. Okay. So let me switch over again. It's fluctuating a bit. Let's start it again. I want to drive it. So there we are. Upload speed drop to 0 again. Yes. Froze up again. Yeah. Gone again. Yes. Yep. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it'll be back soon. Oh, must be a kink in the string your ISP has strung between the tin cans. Yeah. I mean, I know. I should probably replace the tin cans. I mean, the ones I'm using are from 1932. They were state of the art back then, but I think I've worn them pretty much out. Also, that huge download I did, and the streams, it must be burning through them. Also, maybe should replace the string at some point. I think that's from medieval times still. I'll get around to it maybe in a decade or two. Trainz, you reading the 2 messages after Willis' large message wasn't on stream as far as I know. I got the idea making this a list from that book. Yes. Locomotive over that? Good luck. Yes. Upgrade to aluminum cans. Yeah, I know, but they're just so expensive. I mean, Nice, 1932. I've still got the 1928 model, 29 model. Ah. Oh well. I hear that's a classic. Okay, so let's hop over into the other train. Which one was it? Was it this one? No, that one is by North Seer. This one. Here we are. Can you hear it? No, that is way too quiet. Why is that so quiet? Nope, not that. That should be better. Okay, so we're going down this way. I still need to have a look at those signals and junctions. I didn't have time to check them yet. Okay, that goes through here. That's all right. I hope. Right, and then we come on this line. And actually, yes, I want to. Okay, that should work. That should be fun. Let's see, this way, like that, like that, like that. Going down this way. Turning off. So that'll then go down there. And I hope to stop here and then maybe push the train back up the other side, or maybe move it to the other side. Minor bronze. We can. Quite quiet, but we can. Haha, can. Yes. I upgraded from soup cans to coffee cans for more bandwidth. Oh, how are they turning out? Are they worth the extra money? Ah, nice. Mine still have the brand silver stripes going around them. Quite scraped off though now. Oh well. Trainz, want to show us the totally American signal box? Sure. In this yard, just to show how American this yard is and how American this signal box is. Because this is a very American signal box. I've stuck an American flag to it. And I've put it next to the window so you can see, so you can pull it in or out to exchange it, so yes. Have been a lot better so far. Great! I'm glad that's turning out well. I might upgrade to coffee as well at some point then. Although I've heard good things about tea as well. Tea cans. No, sorry, that was 2 cans. No, sorry, I'm misremembering that about a zoological trip that I was planning. Nice, to Willis and Charlotte's flag. How far is it to there? Oh, that signal's red. Why is that signal red? Hold on. Let's pause. Did I forget a junction again? I might have forgotten a junction again. That's clear. Oh, or maybe it's only red because the train's too far away. That could be the case. Let's see. Does this say no train approaching? Yeah, that's why. They only cleared them ahead of time a little bit. The larger diameter cans are like the difference between dial-up modems and DSL or cable modems. Oh. Well, my neighbor is actually using thimbles. She's using thimbles. I think tin thimbles, and she hasn't been able to stream, but she says that she can download video, download video at runtime just fine with them. I think there was something as big as a coffee can. I think must be really good then. Ah, thimbles. Yes. Oh right, the speed limit is actually supposed to be 55 here. It's just because we didn't go over the speed board, so they didn't update it. That's a good exclamation of surprise, isn't it? Ah, thimbles. You're right, it is. Oh, thimbles and needles. How about, oh, thimble me needles. Oh, thimble me needles. Even better, haha. Yes, I could have moved this train a bit closer, maybe like to the other siding that we have by the other farm, the other grain farm. But I like driving in this direction. We haven't really driven in this direction for a while. Hello, Sliver Eagle. Haha, I've done work on the flyover. How did the stream turn out? Did you make much progress after I left? Oi, how are you? Driving F7, but not the new one I see. No, not the new one. It's the other one. I'm using this one merely for performance reasons, because running with non-PBR stuff is better for streaming, I find. How did the stream go? I believe it's probably only my machine. I just want to try out the approach to the yard from both ends, so to see what it feels like to drive over the flyover and the other yard lead going in the yard, basically. My stream turned out good. Yeah, I did test drive for the gradients and circle elevation to see if the usual weight of cargo will be able to be pulled up without problems. And then towards the end, last 30 minutes, I was working on catenary. Ah. Good. Yeah, I could have put the train on the siding here. And yeah, test run was successful. Great! That's a bit odd. Oh no, that's not odd, that's right. Sorry, I forgot I put the speed increase down there. 1,200 tons, pulled by single engine, managed to get up the hill, but slowly. True. Yeah, my neighbor from down the road also tried to stream with thimbles a few years back. I wanted to watch, but his voice was barely audible through those. Yeah, she gets that as well, my neighbor. Okay, here it's gonna go down to 30, I believe. Yes. It was just indecipherable, muffled whispers. Dreadfully irritating, if you ask me. Ah. Well, then we'll probably not ask you if it's dreadfully irritating. Yeah, I just about made the speed limit. Was running without headlights on. Tried zooming away with the down arrow, like in TS, in Train Simulator. XDDDDD. Wow. Okay, so let's speed up a bit, but not too much, because I think for the line going down for the yard lead, I'll probably have 30 at the start, and then going down to 15 probably as we reach the actual yard itself. Going over the nice bridge. It does look nice having trains go on here. I may switch out the stations here, because on these invisible platforms that I've got at the moment, the people are bunched up in the middle, basically. I want them to be more spread out across the length of the platform. Yeah, it looks lovely. Great work. Oh, thank you. It's nice to hear that. The gradient on the bottom is funny. It's just straight, straight, straight. Ah, going down. Ah, okay, no, straight, straight, straight. Maybe going down to 25. Maybe 20. Oh, 25 seems quite quick. Probably closer. Probably 15 is better. Maybe 20. %. That looks funny, the train just going snaking down there, like that. Ooh, new part, yes. Indeed. I think actually 20 is probably gonna be a good speed limit for down here. I'm not sure if that's actually, if there's a standard for, okay, yards has to be 15. I know that in the UK, the speed limit in some yards is 20, in some in a lot it's 15, but in some it's 20 to 25. Although 15, I suppose, does the job. We'll see. We'll see how steep the junctions are going to be. Yep, not that much throttle, just a little bit. Stop it, hello, hey, yeah, track 1. Indeed. It's going to look much better with, you know, scenery. Okay, so let's see how much space this train actually takes up once it's past the T not H. Oh, did I say Halahay? I meant Tallahay. Sorry. I thought I had said Tallahay. A diagram of Logsport Yard A, B and C map, 4/1/1966, PRR, log, transport yards. Oh, log and sport yard map. In the yard map section at the bottom of the page. Gives a good example of how Pennsylvania Railroad yards were organized in 1966. This is the town where I grew up watching trains. I'll have a look at it. Task 1, complete. Task 2, decouple the grain cars. Almost. Oh, come on. We need a little bit more so we can switch the junctions. For some reason, at least in Surface Pack 2, whenever I try to change the radius of the trigger on junctions, it immediately crashes. Like, it just immediately. I think, yeah, that's a good length. Now, I will edit trains. I want to turn this train around. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this train around. Switch that. Switch this. And you know what? Just for good measure, let's head off to the left. Since we're driving already, I might as well. Switch that. That. There we go. Actually, no, we want to stay on that track. Good. Task 3, run around the train, reverse over the flyover. Reverse over the flyover. Nice. I'll have a look at that as soon as I finish the drive. You can see the flyover on the map at the bottom. The gradient of it. It looks like the last bit is actually quite a lot steeper than most of it. Wouldn't it be fly over the flyover? True. Right. I will take a close look after the stream. Actually, true. Yes. Yeah, this is 5% going up this way. Also, I think I will go up to 12 miles an hour on this bit. 20, not 12. Did I say 12? I meant 20. Although, will I? I'll decide later. I could have used this spline as part of the dam when I built that. Damn, I didn't think of it. Oh, sorry, I didn't think of it damn then, because it doesn't matter. Just the way. Okay, for this, definitely, at the most 15, going over this, maybe even 10, maybe even 10 miles an hour because of this steep curve. Yeah, I think 10 is more appropriate than 15 or even 20 here. But that looks quite reasonable, I'd say. Ooh. Oh, you can hear them creaking, the flanges. Hold on, let me turn that up a bit for you. It's so rare to actually have a bit of track in trains in TRS-19 where you can actually hear the flanges. Listen to that. Also, I'm not sure if this train has a caboose. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't, but it should do. It should have one. Let me turn that back down so it's not too loud for you. Okay, and as soon as it's off of the bridge itself, the speed limit will probably go back up to, I'd say 20, maybe? Let's say 20 for now. 20 for now. There we go, I said it. Or just fly over the over. Or just fly over the main. See, fly over the main. True, very true. Or fly over the or fly over the overfly over the fly over the flyover over the overfly main. How about that? XD. Yeah, that. No, nice. Yes. Indeed. It's probably going to go up to 30 here. Steep grade and tight curve there. Might have to stage some helper service there for the flyover. True, that's a good point. I'll probably add a little banker siding. I'm not sure if that's in the word for them in US as well, but in the UK, helper engines are called bankers because they help trains up the bank or up a bank. I'm not sure if there's an American term for those, or is it just helper? I know in Thomas, the tank engine, they call them back engines. Didn't know that. Always known as helpers here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's actually quite. It's actually I only learned that a couple of years ago, and I can imagine it being quite confusing if it's like a story about a train. It's like a heavy freight, like a heavy coal train going up the middle of the night, a steep gradient, and it's like, okay, they're looking around but they can't see any bankers anywhere. It's like, what? You're looking for people who run banks or who profit off life? That's a bit weird. There's actually a song. It's called the 8 Freight Blues, and there's actually a thing, a line in there. It's like something, I don't know, but no bankers to be seen. And it's actually quite funny if you don't know what banker means in this context. Also, I think I need to add whistle boards here. I think I forgot those. Although maybe I haven't. Maybe I've placed them a bit further back, because you're supposed to do like 55 through here, I think. XD. Yes. There we go, 55. Oh, is that the song? Been over 25 years since I watched any Thomas. My son loved to watch those videos over and over and over and over when he was little. Yeah, the old ones with... Do you mean the old ones with the model railway, with the actual physical models? Yeah, that was nice. Especially the first 7 seasons, I'd say. Aww, yeah. At some point this tunnel also should get a name. Actually, we might as well do that now. This tunnel that's coming up ahead, it doesn't have a name yet. If you would like to suggest a name, go ahead and do that. I really like how this tunnel turned out. Looks a bit weird in here with shadow set to low. But it's fine. Come on. There we go. I think we had the first 5 or 6 seasons on VHS. He wore those tapes out. Yeah. I mean, I know that there definitely are several films that I watched over and over and over and over and over again when I was little. DVDs. Not VHS, but yeah, DVDs. Right, so that worked. That's nice. As for the banker track, So since this is the line going out this way only, we only really need a thing on this side, so as to help engines along. So I think I'll actually add that. I think I'll add that. That isn't straightened. That would be why this looks a little bit weird. Not weird as in an actual weir, like the dam weir, which I know isn't a dam, it's a weir, but yeah, like that. And then I think I'll give it a little bit of space in case a train fails up at that point. So let's actually we could just put it here. Just put it here. And actually I will use the rusty one because this is probably not going to be used that often, so having it be a little bit of a rusty track would fit quite nicely. There we go. A banker track or helper track. I will have to do the junctions, but I'll do those when I do the rest, when I put the tracks. Let's have I want to have a look at the link. Oh, well, that's interesting. Ah, okay. That is actually really, really useful. I'll leave that open on here to study later. Right. The original early seasons were the best. Started getting too commercialized on selling toys after that. Yeah, true. Also, I think that when they ran out of the original stories, the original material, then yeah, they got a lot into the kind of fairy tale format of having stuff repeated 3 times before getting it right. And yeah, although the new CGI stuff doesn't feel like a railway anymore, even it's kind of lost that magic, that charm. Seasons 1 to 7, seasons 8 to 24 were hit entertainment and later metal. Yes, and they kiddified the stories so much. Kiddified. That sounds both funny and horrific. Okay, let's add the bumper. We need a bumper. No, not a car bumper. That won't stop a locomotive. Or, well, I guess it might, depending on how fast it's going. But it's not likely to stop a locomotive. There we are. Audrey specifically wrote the story so that they could be enjoyed by kids and adults. Who would read them to the kids? Yeah, to their kids. Someone took over that just didn't get the idea of the original. Yeah, I think so as well. Or if they did get it, it wasn't really that important to them. Like when J.J. Abrams took over Star Trek and Star Wars. Yes, yes, I definitely agree. I haven't seen the new Star Wars yet, but the Star Trek ones I have seen. And yeah, it's not really Star Trek. I think the best kind of difference I've heard is that most of the older Star Trek is more ask questions first and then hopefully don't shoot at all, whereas J.J. Abrams' Star Trek is more shoot first, then ask questions later, which I think describes it quite well. although they look stunning. I mean, I even though a lot of people aren't really that interested, don't really like the designs, I actually quite like the ship designs in Star Trek, in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. Yes, they're not that, they don't really fit in with the rest, but it is, after all, a reboot that's only loosely connected with the other canon, with the main canon. So, I actually like the designs. The only issue is that the Enterprise is massive in Star Trek, in Star Trek, J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. The Enterprise in that is bigger than the Enterprise D. And that's supposed to be the original Enterprise. Or at least their version of it. No, I didn't mean to get the lever. Why did I get the lever? Yeah, and the thing is that the reason was, originally, when that Enterprise was designed, it was designed to have the correct size, to be about the size of the original Connie, the original Constitution class. But then they had the scene in the shuttle bay where they had, for the action scene to happen, with the shuttle to crash in and to race along and to do all that, they had to have a massive shuttle bay, and so that would fit in the ship, they had to upscale the ship. They didn't change the size of any of the windows, so if you just look at it, it looks about the same size. Rambo in space, just using Star Trek names. True. And the thing is, they did put in a lot of references. They put a lot of references to older Star Trek, like especially to the original series, which I do appreciate, but it feels more like they're trying to say, oh look, yeah, this is still Star Trek. See, Scotty said the thing. Yeah. Oh, Bones. Yeah, Bones said the thing about him being a doctor, not an escalator. Yeah, see, it's still Star Trek, and I do appreciate that. But it's just not enough. Trainz, yeah, shoot first and ask questions later, if at all. Rather than ask questions first and then shoot, if at all. True. Massive, yep. Ginormous, alright. Ginormous, yes. JJ Prize is a massive, ugly thing. Yeah, I think that it is, I think the scale of it is what damages it the most, like as a design. But as a ship design of itself, if we don't compare it to original, I mean, of course, comparison to basically any other design, it is ugly. But I think that if you look at it based on its own merits, the design, not trying to compare it, which of course everybody does, then I don't think it's that bad. After all, it is supposed to be for a reboot. It's not supposed to look like the original because they are trying to get away from the old stuff, which is kind of the purpose of a reboot. But yeah, I get that a lot of people don't like its design. The scale is so off, it may actually be a TARDIS. It may actually be a TARDIS, true. There are actually fan theories that there's actually fan fiction about the Federation actually having an alliance with Gallifrey because of various things, which is, I think, quite funny. He was headed into Tallahassee in a big long diesel train. It was his first trip to Tallahassee and it started to rain. He went under the main line in a wrong entire way. So I don't know how the melody is. And this is what the cops said when they saw him drive away. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this train around. It's the easiest way that I've found. Some folks can turn him on a turntable or turn him right down. But give me 40 acres and I'll turn this train around. Yeah, the melody isn't great. But the lyrics are good, yeah. The Enterprise on the new series coming out is what it should have looked like. True. Yeah, the Discovery version of the Enterprise. Yeah. That is... yeah, you're right. Because the Discovery even though I don't really like the look of the Discovery herself, even though actually, here's a fun fact, the design of the USS Discovery is based on old concept art for the Star Trek Phase 2 Enterprise, because when the when the original series was what's the word I'm looking for? When it was cut short, basically, when it was cancelled, there we go, cancelled. When it was cancelled, they made the animated series, the last 2 seasons, the animated series, and then they designed a concept for a new TV show, which was supposed to be called Star Trek Phase 2. And they did some concept art of the Enterprise for that, which is basically the design of the Discovery. Yes, it's a little different, tiny bit different, but it was based on an aircraft carrier, so having the big triangular base and all that stuff. And of course that didn't get made. Instead, the motion picture got made, and then that created, of course, the rest of that whole thing, which led to Star Trek continuing, which is a good thing, I think. No, it's definitely a good thing. And the Discovery is based off of that. But yeah, I agree that the reboot of the Enterprise in Star Trek Discovery, it does look good. It does, I mean, yeah, that Enterprise does look good. However, Star Trek Discovery, at least as far as I am aware, is set in the Prime timeline. It's not a different timeline, so we can't say, oh, well, the ship looks different because it's not really the same timeline. So, and it's set after the Cage. So the Enterprise looked the way that it did in the Cage, canonically. And then they updated it to look like, they refitted it to look like the one in Discovery. And then they refitted it again to look like the one in the rest of TOS. So, yeah. Yeah, I definitely prefer the other ones, but I do agree with Shadow's point. If it was much smaller, it'd be better. True. Shadow's fanfiction? Wow. Wow? Yes. Yeah, I know this fun fact. I believe it is an old Jeffries drawing. Yeah, I think so too. Discovery. Not the version I had heard, but this is it for the melody. Alright, yeah. I know I have heard the song. I just couldn't remember the melody. I've only heard the song a couple of times, maybe in total I would say 5 times perhaps. And wait, are all these tracks straightened? That's a good question. I hope they are. Yeah, they are. They're maybe just not spaced out perfectly. That's good. That's okay. That's okay. Is it back? Is it not back? It's kind of flickering on and off for me. That's interesting. Are we actually back though? Once again, I'll pause and pause. Are you sure we're back? We're back. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, I was reading chat. Faded here. Okay, so yeah, the technology doesn't really fit. With Star Trek Enterprise and Star Trek Discovery, it all looks so much more high tech than TOS era, for example. I actually don't agree. In Star Trek Enterprise, it does actually feel more mechanical, more industrial. Star Trek Enterprise feels more like you're in a futuristic submarine rather than on the luxurious Enterprise. Yeah? I actually like the set design, all that, for Star Trek Enterprise because of that reason. How far did that go? What was that number? Oh, it's 680. There we go. Yeah, so I think Star Trek Enterprise does actually nail it in terms of the actual set design and stuff. Discovery, yeah, of course. They're talking with holograms, like like Star Wars, for example, and all that stuff, which of course isn't technology that they should have and all that stuff. So, oh well. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. No, I want to do it like that. There we are. And I need that to kind of emerge in there, probably. That's gonna be interesting to do, right? Like this, perhaps? Okay. Oh well, it'll come back sooner. Alright, even though they are both set before TRS. Is the stream going again? Yep. I think Discovery Enterprise is about what the original series Enterprise would have looked like if they had today's technology back in 1966. From the outside, yes, I agree. But it's just the inside of the ship that doesn't fit that well. I mean, the outside, I would say, for a soft reboot, which Discovery basically is, as far as I know. The outside, yeah, it's good. It looks good. But the inside, everything's just so shiny. The TOS era was a lot of things, but it wasn't shiny. Actually, quite matte, a lot of things. But yeah, from the outside, I agree. Oh well, it'll come back soon, I hope. Before TOS, I meant, not the. Oh, where? Not sure what you mean. Yes, just frozen dropped. Yeah, most likely. Ooh, we're back. Back now, so far. Yeah, sure. Faded here now. More along the digital Star Trek Enterprise. More analog than digital Star Trek Enterprise. Yes. True. Although compared to the original series, I would say it's about the same. Just before the TOS. Before. Oh, I see. Yes. The original series. Oh, I get it, because TOS is already the original series. I understand. I've got it. No, you don't need to reiterate again. I've got it. Good. Good. Yeah. Okay, is that good? Yep. That's not what I wanted. That's okay, I suppose. I will, of course, have to check all of this again once I... oh, that didn't undo right. Once I update to Service Pack 3, because I haven't been able to do that yet. So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Let's just add a whole bunch of spline points in here, just to kind of make them all be parallel. Maybe straighten these as well. Yeah, that looks okay. Right. Just one more. There we go. Is that straightened? I think that's straightened. Oh, not what I meant to press. Yep, that is straightened indeed. In fact, yes. Can delete all of this stuff. Don't need it anymore. Can delete the excess junction, basically all of the junctions actually. Oh, although saying that, no, I deleted the wrong thing, because we do actually need the bottom one, because that's where it continues. So actually, yeah, I did that wrong. It's not supposed to go on that side. It's supposed to come in here, the junction. That's what... Oh, that's not right. Nope, come on. There we go, like that. Yeah, that's better. That's right. That's what I wanted it to look like. Except for this little bit. which I know has actually kind of turned this curve just basically straight, which is not originally what I wanted, but I think it's okay. Okay, so I think that looks reasonable. I probably will have another track going in the middle, just to be able to cross over without having to go all the way back. From the departure of redundancy department. Redundancy department. XD. I've actually received 4 packages from the 5 years back. From them, I've actually received 4 packages from them 5 years back. Right after I subscribed to their monthly virtual newsletter. All of the packages were filled with letters, each of which said, "You are now subscribed to the official monthly newsletter of the Department of Redundancy Department." Yes, the Department of Redundancy Department. That's funny. Also, this needs to be straightened now because the angle changed. Should I say department, not departure? Oh yes, from the Department of Redundancy Department. Yeah, that makes sense. I know. Makes sense. Okay, now let's see what we can do here. That's not going to work great because this isn't straightened. Although it could be, maybe. We straightened all of these. And straightened... No, these are already straightened. That's a bit difficult. I suppose it wouldn't really make sense here, would it? Unless we could put it through here. Although that may be quite steep. Let's have a look. Is that too steep? It may be. Yes, that looks too steep. What do you think? Do you think that's too steep? It looks very steep, doesn't it? Especially like this. No, I've decided it's too steep. Can't do it. Move the other end closer to the flyover. Maybe. But the thing is, well, we'll see. Can't really do that because, I mean, I guess I could move this closer and then we'd have a bit more space. Let's try that. Let's move this a bit closer. Now we've got a bit more space, like I said before. Because we don't really need the huge junction going onto the flyover. Just concentrating here. You can probably tell by what I'm saying. And no, I don't mean that I am concentrating. Maybe like that-ish, if I put the junctions over that. That would work. That could work, maybe. Is that straightened? I doubt it. Yeah, there we go. Let's do one more junction here, then we can see what it would actually look like. How about this? Do you think this is okay? I think it's probably okay, especially if it's only being used by like a little switcher. Right. What Willie said before, yes. Double slip junctions, yes. Move the other end closer to the flyover. It's a bit acceptable in my opinion, a bit. Precision, yes. That looks good, as nice spot for to integrate double slips, yes. What do you think, Slovak Eagle? I like it myself, says Kangafango. That would be an interesting junction. No. Well, it would be, but no, I don't want to keep it here. It's always interesting trying to figure out which of these bits are straightened and which ones aren't. It would be nice if you could toggle like an indicator so that there may be like maybe a little blue or red line above the tracks to indicate which ones are and aren't straightened. That would be nice. Okay, we're about at the other end. Actually, how does that look? That looks, yeah, it's a little bit squished. That's a bit too much. Let's try there. Oh, that's not right. No, I wanted there to be a track here. It's why I put a track there. And of course, straighten it, yes. And save. Okay, so that's straightened, yes. That's straightened, no it wasn't, and this one wasn't either. Okay, so now we just need that coming over there, and that is going to mean that that's now done, if I remember correctly, if I've seen this correctly. I think I have. Now let's do that. Oh, no, did not mean to delete that one, that last one there. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, so it just comes off there. That all looks good. That looks off. No, that needs to be... That bit needs to be... Not that bit. This... no, not... Okay, let's undo. I meant to straighten this bit. Did I straighten the... No, it didn't. There we go. That looks better. I think that looks nice. That will be interesting to frogs up to... yes. It will be interesting. I will probably just put frogs everywhere and hope the player doesn't look too closely. Oh yes, frogging the junctions will become... And yes, an indicator Would be brilliant. Also for super elevation, maybe? No, I won't have any here. No space for levers? Nah, they're probably going to be controlled from a signal box. Sorry, it was on the toilet. I liked the crossover. Yes, good. Alright, same. No worries. Wait, you were on the toilet as well? Staring at one of those up close makes my eyes hurt. I see. I think it's a bit too sharp. Yeah, but I don't really have any more space. And it's only really 4 little switchers, so... Yeah, it's okay, I think. It's basically so that if you want to run around a train, you don't have to go all the way back and cross over. It's just for little switchers, so I think they should cope. Oh yeah, Shadow is on Service Pack 2? Yes, I am. I hope that this will still look okay in Service Pack 3, but I'm very aware that I will probably have to do lots of repair work here. Shadows, I meant an indicator for super elevation. Yes. Yellow, maybe? Same, as in I like it too, not in that I toilet too. Okay, so that's what we've got. Also, look, we've got a little track for a banker, or a helper engine, and we've got the flyover, which looks a bit more nice, I think. Ooh, how close is that? That looks a bit close there. Let's just put this locomotive on it for... No, that's not right. Let's put a different one on. Let's look for a UP locomotive, Union Pacific. Ooh. E9. That's a good one. Ooh, not up there. I didn't mean to have it up there. Meant it for it to be down there. Haha. There's just about enough space there, I think. It is a bit close. It is a bit close. I hope I will be able to get to use these ones. Oh, also, I watched a very, very interesting documentary about trains. And they said that with these E9 units, that on these trucks, actually it's only the outer 2 axles that have traction motors. I think they said that the middle one was just, they didn't have a traction motor on them. It may have been a different locomotive, but I think it was the E9s. Ooh, these ones look good. Yes. Right. Republic? Eh? No, it won't. In Service Pack 3, they fixed the broken track spline placing of Service Pack 2. You will have to put one short straight section on the last bit, otherwise it will be wonky junction. Oh, I think I already did that, didn't I? Yeah, there's a little straight bit here. Oh, I haven't down here. Oh, right, that's probably what you meant. Right, I think I'll probably actually do that right now. I might as well. Just like that. There we are. That actually hasn't messed up the angle at all. Well, not much anyway. Right. I was looking out for bank. That's odd. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Thank you for warning me, Willis. 1961. So, hopefully I'll be able to read chat now. Or something like that. Wait, it's gone again? No, it's back. Never mind. Oh, these are nice. Nice. Never seen those particular ones. Yes, all of the E units and ALCO PA/PB units were A1A instead of CC. Back now. No, not there. Okay. Stream froze a bit then. The last track you just did, and on the diagonal. Aha! On the diagonal, I've already got little straight bits. You can see there's a little straight bit. There's a little straight bit. Here as well. There as well. Here as well. And as well here. And, well, here as well, because this is actually the straight one that's going straight through that I've straightened. So I've actually already got them here. Haha. Unless that's not what you meant. I see. Stream's going in. The last X close to main line. On this one, the actual track that goes straight through is straightened. So you can see if I move this, you can see this bit that goes straight through. That's been straightened. So it's actually got a straightened bit next to it. On it. Oh, I hope it didn't crash. Good. Anyone know why this was? Just froze again and dropped. Yeah, same. You reckon Sharders inherited my internet? Well, as far as I'm aware, I'm not descended from you. Although, if you do know something about that I don't know, please do tell me. I'll be back. Yes. Gone now. They added the super-powered center axle to spread out the weight of the locomotive more. The unpowered, not superpowered. I read that as unpowered and thought, oh, that looks similar to superpowered, and then I accidentally said superpowered, but no, it's actually unpowered. Yes. We back? Yep, it's back. We back? I don't think so. Don't say... Okay. Beep when it comes beep, or it will drop again. Lol. You got it. Drops away. Yes. And also, I see, unpowered axle due to weight distribution. Is there a reason why the center ones were unpowered, though? Nah. Aw, exactly what I mean, Shard-Ice. That is fixed in Service Pack 3. It doesn't happen anymore. Good. Nice. It won't be straight. What do you mean it won't be straight? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh? Because basically that junction, the way that looks, is you've got this angle going through like that, and you've got it like this. I'm just going to build a little bit bigger to demonstrate. This one's straightened, that one's straightened. And then you've got... Oh, of course, because it's... Oh, yeah, you're right. I see now what you mean. I see it. It's okay. I need a little bit there. That's what I was missing. In trying to explain to you, I explained to myself what was actually wrong. I think that's... I actually find that helps a lot if you're struggling with a problem with a computer. In coding as well, when you do coding, when you try to explain it to yourself out loud, you kind of slow down the thought process because it takes longer for you to speak something than it is for you to think it. And so you get to the point where you realize, oh, wait, no, this doesn't work. So, yes, there we go. It won't be straight anymore in Service Pack 3 because that one through track, which is straightened, will have none again. Just like it wouldn't have effect before Service Pack 2. Less cost and maintenance with 2 less traction motors that were not needed. Yeah. Yes. Alright, so it was to save money. That makes sense. A1A trucks were simply for greater weight distribution. Let me actually mute that. No, it is muted. That's odd. I thought it wasn't muted. That's odd. I think I can hear myself. 1 second. Is that not muted? No, it is muted. That's odd. Must be coming from outside. Maybe someone's watching my stream just out there. If you are, please don't come in. Unless you have Anthony's Arson 2, in which case you can drop by. Like you usually do. For reference, no, he doesn't actually drop by. It's just pretend. Right. I see. Great. So, what are we gonna do? I'm not gonna place junctions here now because, well, I'm gonna do a pass later. I think I will also want a caboose track. Ideally, I'd want it centered, which would be here. However, with this new loop there, I think that... Actually, that might work quite well. Having a caboose track. that kind of just goes out like that. Also, I realized that I should probably have arrival and departure tracks for long trains to come in, but the way I'm picturing this, it's basically just the outer tracks. It also depends on which way you're going, so yeah. Now, where do I want this to come back in? I think probably, well, since this is already straightened, I think this is probably going to be a good place for it to come back in. Let's connect that with this here. And I can actually just move this over like that. There we are. Let's put that here. This also needs to be angled a bit better. Is that too steep? I don't think that's too steep. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit steep. Okay, I'll change it so it's not as steep. It's okay on that side, it's just this side I think that's too steep. Let's move that over to here. That looks better. I did a tutorial series on Trainz, which is how I got most of my subscribers on YouTube. Especially since that was also shared by N3V, which, again, thank you N3V for getting the knowledge to more people. And in that, in my tutorial about, I think it was about tracks. Was it tracks? No, it was route building tips, I think. Or was it tracks? It may have been tracks. No, it was probably tracks. One of the points was to look at your tracks from different at your junctions from different angles, because they will look fine, the angle, like the junction angle from one side, but then if you look at it, like for example, like this junction looks so long if you look at it from the side, but if you look at it like that, then it suddenly doesn't look as long anymore. So to look at it from different angles, basically. Okay, so if that's that, where are we going to have the roundhouse? Because of course I want a roundhouse. Ah, wait, there's a roundhouse gate. Well, does that actually open? Huh. I will quickly test that. Yes, it's EU. It's fine. I want to just see if it actually opens. Just need any locomotive, really. Just anything that would work. And not that one, though, because I've used it in the other thing. Just anything. There we go, Gladstone. Sure, that'll work. Let's quickly test it. XDD. It's pretend. I almost thought he actually dropped by our place, and OBS just didn't pick him up for some reason. Oh well. Shared twice, even. Share dice. Share a dice. Yes. Ooh, these are EU though. Yeah. Let's see. Let's have a look. Will these actually open? Oh, it looks like it counts as a signal, maybe? No. Do these open? Come on, open. Come on, open. And... no. Maybe from the other side, although it should probably open from both sides. No. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it needs a session rule or something. I don't know. Ooh, these are EU though, yeah. That's how I found your stream/YouTube archives. From googling Tiers 19 tutorials. Came from the tutorials and stayed for the MVR streams. Yeah, well that's great. Oh, that's nice. Oh, pity. If it actually doesn't work, and did I just freeze it again, even though I just deleted? I think if you delete an object, you can freeze trains as well. That's interesting. Maybe there's a guide in the description of the asset? I don't know. Yeah, it's frozen again. I will definitely update to Service Pack 3 when I can, but the thing is I have to update my operating system to Big Sur first because I'm on Mac, so it uses Metal, it uses Big Sur. I can run Metal on this. It needs Big Sur, which I found out the hard way because in their text it isn't as clear. So I actually downloaded Service Pack 3 when it came out because in the update it said, in the patch note it said, okay, your computer needs to be able to run Metal, and then in parentheses, so it needs to be able to run, so also Big Sur, which I interpreted as, okay, it needs to also be able to run Big Sur, which this one can. So I updated, but no, it has to be Big Sur. So yeah, I had to install the other version again. It wasn't fun, but here we are. Oh, it didn't even save me deleting the loco. That's interesting. Okay, so right, roundhouse, of course. Roundhouse, roundhouse. Da, 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 da. No, that's a different thing. That's Stingray. Stingray, Stingray. Da, 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 da. That's a roundhouse, but not the one I was looking for. What about these ones? Actually, maybe... Oh, turntable. That one's a bit too small. Can you recommend a good roundhouse, maybe? Actually, what about that Canadian roundhouse, that big one? That might look good. I'm not sure if I've got that installed. Is it these ones? Ah, this one. Yeah, it's an old asset, I know, with these old tracks, but... yeah, the old tracks don't really do any favors. I mean, if this had better tracks... Also, for some reason, the dig hole for the turntable doesn't seem to work anymore. Radford Roundhouse. Let's have a look. We've got the Quebec one. Let's see. Not sure if I actually have that installed. I don't think I do. I've got Bradford pairs. Let's have a look on the DLS for Radford Roundhouse. This one. From 2007. Okay, I'll give it a try. Let's have a look. I mean, it's better because it doesn't have the ties. Can I put this in the ground a little bit? No, it doesn't allow high change. Although I think I might use this one. Although we don't need the pear tree anymore at the moment. It's got... Does it have track attachment points anywhere? It has these two. So actually I quite like this because ordinarily the entrance is in the middle, but here the entrance to the roundhouse is on the side there. Yeah, I quite like this. It's also got quite a long turntable. Let's see, would those mountain classes fit on there? Not saying that I will definitely use these. PRR, whatever it's called. Where is it? What's this? That's a long loco, but no, that's not what I meant. K4, nope, not PRR, K4. There we go, these ones. 282 to 10, 210-4. And this one's the one I meant. Let's see. Let's just put a tender on here. Or maybe the long distance one. Is there a long distance one? I think there was a long distance one. Yeah, that one. Sure. Can I actually put that on here? Oh yeah, that fits. No issue. I will probably put a ballast spline underneath the turntable here, so it's not this low resolution texture, but a bit of a more clearer one. Let's see if I can find that quickly. I think I had it over here. There we go. This one? No, that's the viaduct thing. The Beton one. So, I mean... Actually, that is the one... Nah, that's better. Okay, so something like this, and then of course move it down. Not quite sure how far down, but definitely down. That's too far. Let's try -1 meter. That's not enough. Let's try -1.9. It looks like it's about 2 meters deep, so -1.9 should work. Yeah, like that. So then having it like this, and then just basically stripes going across it. This placement of the turntable isn't final, by the way. I am going to put it in a more reasonable place. Yeah, so something like that. Just so that it looks a little bit nicer down there. Yeah, there's a little bit of sea fighting. It's not done. It's not finished like this. Although I will admit that this does look nice, doesn't it? I think I'll leave you with this little image like that, as I am going to read chat. Actually, I'll go down a little bit so you can... I'll give you a little bit of a better image even. Oh, it's back. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me on this. Actually, I was going to say I'll leave you with this nice view, but then I was rudely interrupted by the internet. Right. If it actually doesn't work. No, pity if it actually doesn't work. Maybe there's a guide in the description of the asset. Could be. And then download all of your and Slovak's routes and sessions from the DLS. Yeah, quite a few of my routes are actually a bit older ones. But I think they've got charm. Alright, nice. And started catching Kango streams now. I saw. Glad you're enjoying them. Yeah, I'd download all of them too if only had the space. Should I CNR Roundhouse or the CPR one? Radford Roundhouse? Looks different to the one I remember though. It's not the same, but it might work. Something rad something? I don't know. I think I downloaded just about everything that is 4.0 and above. I always like having as many choices as possible. Yes. Which is a thing with me as well, which means that, of course, storage on my hard disk drive is getting quite small. Fill it up with water? No. The one I was thinking of was orangey red. Yeah, orangey red, actually. No, I don't remember which one. Add a dark ground texture. I'm interested. Have you got any assets up on the DLS? Maybe put a few barrels in there? The barrels. Yeah. Is the stream gone again? Just kidding, of course. No, I haven't really built anything yet, other than test tracks for signals, turnouts, grade crossings, etc. Learning how everything works. Yeah, the only object I've got on the DLS is my test cube with text. And as it says, it was just a test to get stuff in. It ended up accidentally looking a bit like what's the word? Can't believe I've forgotten the word. What's the word? I keep thinking of plesiosaur, but it's not plesiosaur. The other ones with the long necks, the land-dwelling ones. The dinosaurs. I should know that. I know quite a bit about dinosaurs. I just can't think of the name for some reason. Sauropods, of course. Sauropods. Yeah. It looked a bit like a sauropod neck. So it's actually found quite a bit of use as a little Easter egg on my routes. So, yeah. Oh, stream cut it again. Alright. Filled with old newspapers. I will probably do that once I've actually figured out where I want to place it, because this is only a temporary position for it. We'll hopefully be back soon. Thanks for the heads up and attempts. Fee. Just noticed, on this particular one, the inside of the bell isn't red. That's interesting. Yeah. Test tube checks. Loch Ness Monster sauropod thing, yeah. Right, so... actually, that's something I want to check. Can I move this object with the locomotive on it? Yes, I can. That's interesting. However, I will not do that because we don't need the locomotive. So, pronounce fee. Fee. All right. Fewy. Oh, fewy. Oh, I see. So, considering that the entrance tracks are here, let's see, I will also need tracks for coaling and watering. So how about having it there? That might work. Because I don't need anything connecting up this way. I've got plenty of space for the tracks to go over here to connect up to this, either the caboose track or... Actually, that might not work. If there are cabooses on it, then we don't have enough space there. We could just come around the outside of the caboose track and then connect in up here. Or what might work a bit better is having it sort of there. The roundhouse. I think that'll work. You've got something nice to look at as you're coming in. Although, I here would make sense because of the connection. However, I don't really want it there because here you've already got the sensational attraction of the flyover. That's like the scene. And then if you go over here, it's not that much, it's not that interesting over there. So it would be better if I had the roundhouse over here. So that if you're over here, you've got the roundhouse to look at, and if you're over here, you've got the flyover to look at. That way the points of interest would be spread out a bit more. Unfortunately, the tracks are going this way. So that doesn't work. Unless I placed it like here, maybe. Maybe like here. That might work. Sort of in the center of the yard-ish. I will probably turn it as well, so it is actually centered. And then these two tracks can carry off this way. I can have more sidings for all that sort of loading, refilling stuff. And it can come over and connect up to the siding here. So you could reverse out there and then come forward and go wherever you would like to go. I think that's good. Okay, so now I want to move the actual splines that I have for below, so that it's got the right, a better texture, I mean. I think this is probably going to be the best yard I've ever made in Trainz. And that's not even an exaggeration. I've made some pretty good yards, but I've got a feeling that this one is going to be my best one yet. Not just because of course, more experience, but also because of all of your input. Everybody is watching this. Okay, so I want to move this as close as I can, so I just don't get any Z fighting, which, if you don't know, is when there are two surfaces right on top of each other. Like down here, you can see there's a little bit of glitchiness going on. Zoom in, you can see that little seam that's running through there. That's basically the Z fighting, so the computer doesn't know which to display, the left face or the right face, and so surface. So it is kind of constantly switching back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, which is what causes the little glitching. I think that's reasonable. I think I'll leave it like this for now. I may fiddle around with it a bit more in the future as well. Few, yeah. Coal, water, sand, ash pits for steam and water, ash pits for steam and water, sand, fuels, stands for diesels. Fuels, right, all of those stuff. All that stuff, yes. Wash tracks, diesel house, repair tracks, possibly a coach yard for passenger cars. They are all excellent recommendations. Ha! Now your Mr. W is blue. But yes, I agree. Best yard? This'll topple all? Top 'em all? Topple all. I think so. I think so. Let's see. Right. I want to find the water tower asset, and then I'll end the stream, because we've actually gone past already. Actually, I don't have to find it, because I've already got the one I like to use. Huh. 25 minutes later, still on our way to find it. Yeah, the Horror Point one. But I'm not going to Horror Point, I'm getting it from this siding. It's just called Water Tank. So I wouldn't even have found it if I had searched for Water Tower, which I did. So I shall use the map. That'll be faster. Actually, I think I might have the water tower. I think I might have the water tower here, just on the siding here, not on the actual thing going to the roundhouse, because if I put it on the track that's going from the roundhouse, then yes, you can load up with water. The engine's just coming from the shed, can load up with water, then it can continue. But if there's an engine that's just come off of the main line, and it just needs to refill on water, then it can just come down here, and then fill up, and then continue on. Otherwise, it would have to go over here, then reverse back, then load, then go out, and then come over. The only thing with that is that this way this track can't really be used for shunting, basically. But if this is the track that the roundhouse merges into, then it can't really be used for shunting anyway. And that's not a straight piece of track. So I'll actually move this forward a bit to here, I think. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's enough for this stream. I think we did, even though looking at it, it doesn't look like that much progress has been done. However, we did finish the flyover-ish. It's probably finished. Might change a few bits about it, but it's almost finished. Did a lot of the junction work. We did the entire. We did all of the yard ladders, did the roundhouse, all of that stuff, and we had internet issues. However, I did go over time as well. So I think that's enough. Record track, MOW, equipment track, maintenance shop. What do you mean record track? Imagine if you had a tower asset. Maintenance of way, yes. I know what MOW means. It's just, I'm not sure what you mean by record track. Imagine if you had a water tower asset where the track attachment is one track's width further away from the tower, and the rotating filling pipe is double the length. That would be interesting. Anyways, always wondered that from the Trainz ones. Alright, before that. Yes. Also, what does MOW actually stand for in this context? Always wondered that from the Trainz ones. The drivable trucks. Maintenance of way. Trace Thumber. Oh, I see. Thanks a lot. Recovery crane. Oh, recovery crane. Oh, of course, that makes sense. The breakdown thing, yes. I will remember that. I think I'm probably going to use I took a picture of the PRR mountain class on the turntable. I think I'm probably going to use that because having a picture just like this isn't going to look that enticing, I think. It basically just looks like... Well, actually, the yard wasn't on the last thumbnail because it was only the whatever it's called, the well car, and with the loco above it. Actually, maybe this will look good, maybe. The field of view still isn't as high as I would like it. Maybe move it a bit closer. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't particularly want the roundhouse on it because I would rather like to have the yard ladder on it. But I might as well take a picture like this as well. Although, maybe from the other angle so that the yard ladder is a bit closer. That might actually look a bit better. Actually, it might look a little bit better like that. The breakdown terrain, yes. Hey, you could have a lower field view of you if you zoomed in from the locust cab view. Or just rolling stock interior views in general. Oh, sorry. Yeah, true. That's a true thing. Now, see, I'm not sure if I saved or not. I think I have. I'm actually just going to move this over and then going to move it back. And then I'm going to save again, which means that hopefully it won't crash. And it didn't. Good. I think that should be good enough. So, yes, thank you all very much for watching. Shoutouts, Kangafango streams on Sundays. Lovely stuff. I streams building and driving trains and trucks. Also, if you play Trainz, have a look in the downstation for Central Europe, as well as Cornish Railways. Also, my 100th Trainz live stream map that I made. It's called Pilzbergbahn. I did a live stream on it, and Slovagil also has. Right. Place a section of track disconnected from the rest of the tracks next to the roundhouses, and place an old steam engine on it. They often did that to provide steam for heating in the roundhouse. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. I'll actually write that down so I don't forget it. I know, very exciting. There we go. Notice done. Here it is. Okay, now where should I place? I'll place that there. That should work. So, Phew, didn't crash. Oh, good shout. Shadows, thanks very much for the stream and the shout. Well, streams, since it got cut up. I didn't either. Note that. Yes, riveting gameplay, yes. Yes, so this stream will be archived, and that's it then. Bye, everybody. Have a nice night, or whatever time of day it is for you. One of those unique things nobody thinks of. Yeah. Bye, everybody. I certainly wouldn't have. I didn't even know about it. Anyways, bye, yes. I'm gonna go now, so, well, not that way. There's a window there. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go that, well, maybe I'll stay right here. Who knows? I hope I do. Anyway, bye, yes.